5. So today is actually the last session of this program, and we'll have a demo day. So over the weeks, we have been covering different topics to help improve your project. So we start with validating your idea, then how to pinpoint your users, how to find your first customers, how to develop your go-to-market strategy. And then last week, Dylan also presented how to tell a story that sells your vision. And today, it all adds up to the demo day. So we selected 8 teams to pitch today. Each team will have 3 minutes to pitch. So these are the finalists that we have selected. The slides are being shared on the resource page. So if you are interested in connecting with the founders or their project, you can click on the link right there. And after the 3 minutes pitch, each team will have 2 to 3 minutes QA by the judges. And today's judges are Dylan, Gian, and Robert. So you already know Dylan, who has been here for months already. Gian, who joined us in first session. And then we have a special guest here, Robert, and he's also from the StarkDice Foundation ecosystem team. Do you want to say something, Dylan, Gian, or Robert, before we start?
Yeah, sure. So look, I think 4 weeks ago, it's good. First of all, it's great to have you here at the pitch day. 4 weeks ago, I think a lot of people here, and the whole purpose of this program was to kind of get the ideas that were floating around in your head and turn them into validated opportunities with real signals. And that's what Founder Basecamp was built to do. It's to help more people in and around StarkNet actually take the first step to becoming a founder, to move from this I have an idea to I can prove that it matters. And everyone who's pitching today, everyone in the group, in the cohort, honestly, it's been awesome to see the progress as you've been making it from week 1 with problem and success criteria to week 2, customers and discovery, week 3, go to market, and then week 4 on the story and pitching. The reality is, everyone in this program, they come from different places. Some people are brand new to StarkNet. Some people came in with existing ideas and they were just looking to sharpen their edge. And I think that this early work, the validation, the refinement, the pushing the ideas forward, that's where the momentum begins. And I'm very excited. The key thing that I'm curious about, we will be strict on timing. 3 minutes for the pitch, followed by 2 to 3 minutes of Q&A. We will be strict. We will cut you off. The reality is we want clarity and brevity. And that's the key thing when you're pitching around it. So thank you to Tung for everything that you've done here. Gian, Robert, thank you so much for joining us to judge. Yeah, and that's it from me. Happy, Gian, Robert, Tung, if you have anything to say. Otherwise, we can just get started, I think.
Okay.
From my end, best of luck to all the teams and break a leg.
Yeah, best of luck. Let's go.
Okay. So the first team who's gonna pitch will be Weevil, and he'll be pitching SendPay.
So good day, everyone. I'm Weevil, and we're building SendPay. SendPay is one-click fiat to crypto for Africa, built on StarkNet. So in Africa, cashing out your crypto shouldn't take 24 hours and 5 difficult steps. It should take 24 seconds and 1 step for a booming crypto market. What's broken? Currently, to cash out, you have to go from your wallet to an exchange and then maybe try to trade for USDT and P2P, and then you get it in your bank, which is very risky and a lot of delays. Our solution is to take this process to wallet bank to provide an instant crypto bridge with simple Google email, no wallet complexity. You can get your account and get your funds in minutes with agents like that's Ready Wallet, introducing their self-custody model to be able to give users the security that they deserve. And the market opportunity is quite big for this because Nigeria, which you're starting with, has the current crypto users of about 25 million plus, which is increasing, and the digital payment is expected to rise up to like $6.7 trillion by 2030. And StarkNet is a layer 2 that has about 3,000 new accounts created per day, which is crazy. And these 25 million new users, or these 25 million crypto users, need a way to be able to come into StarkNet easily. We have used some StarkNet users and they agree that they'll switch to SendPay if it's live. Why now? StarkNet speed is super fast with simple charge, and CNGN is regulated, in Nigeria. So with CNGN regulated in Nigeria, we are permitted to do fiat operation for crypto technologies in Nigeria, and Nigeria's adoption rate is top 3 crypto market globally, which is impressive. And our winning strategy, right? How we plan to do this? We are planning to start small with Nigeria first, which is the biggest crypto community, and then we introduce one solution for the big problem on StarkNet right now for Africans, which is changing your USDC to Nigerian currency, which is fiat. And so we plan to, in long term, introduce the ability for users to be able to pay bills with our solution, not just an exchange, but in this case, you get the power of a simple app that does all this with the speed introduced by StarkNet and the security of StarkNet. You can pay for your electricity and your airtime. And how we plan to get our first users is through the StarkNet community, the StarkNet Africa team, social media marketing, and free transfers.
Hey, time's up, Weevil.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you have any questions, Stephen, Robert, again?
Yeah, I have one. I just raised my hand. Could you list the current on-ramp, off-ramp providers that are working in the region, let's say Nigeria, and maybe share 1 or 2 pointers in terms of why your product is better than what services they are providing right now?
All right. So currently we have Bybit and Binance, but the problem with these services, these exchanges, is in most cases they provide a little bit of on-ramp where you can pay with your local card, but the off-ramp is still messy. They don't support in most cases, and they don't integrate properly with Nigerian banks that make this process seamless. They don't provide seamless integration that can do this in one simple step. And also, they require a lot of confirmations. And what makes us better is the fact that we make this process as easy as possible while being compliant with the Nigerian law, with the SEC, because we're going to be a registered SEC compliant company. Because most of these other exchanges, they lack the compliance. They lack compliance, and most of them are not legal. Some users have to use VPN to access some of this, and their off-ramp and on-ramp solutions is still quite messy.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Quick question from me. Are you able to just walk through the user flows and steps? And most importantly, like, how do you remove risk and delay for a first-time user? And, how are you kind of explaining that to them?
Yeah, for first-time user, currently we are working on using a kind of like a web wallet, which will proceed later to more of an application that can power all this. But currently we are building the web wallet where the user can sign in with Google or Apple or email without the wallet complexity. So even first-time users can jump in right away and use the application, and then you can send Stark or USDC directly to your wallet. And the process is simple. You log in with your email, you do a little KYC, so we are compliant to the law, and then immediately, once you're done with that, you can instantly on-ramp and off-ramp with your local currency. In Naira, you get your token you want on the StarkNet blockchain, because we are primarily focused on the StarkNet blockchain to scale it in Africa together with our product.
Nice.
Cool. Thank you, Weevil. And in the audience, if you have any questions, you can drop in the Q&A box, so later Weevil can answer you by typing. Cool. And we have the next project is Unity Ledger, and we have Magnanimous presenting.
Yeah, kicking off. First of all, massive thank you to Susan and Dylan for facilitating these workshops. It's been quite an experience up to this point. My name is Magnanimous, and I'm the founder of Unity Ledger. I have nearly a decade of experience across insurance, finance, banking, and of course, web and blockchain development. Right. So now, introducing Unity Ledger, which is bringing Roscas on chain. A Rosca is a rotating savings and credit association. And be it from any part of the world that you've been in, India, Taiwan, Nigeria, South Africa, you have seen or experienced or even benefited from a Rosca. But they do come with their problems. Traditional Roscas among friends, family, and community are very difficult to handle. Sometimes there's no transparency. They break down, and of course, people can run away with money much easily, right? And while we're in this program, we realize another problem. We are a globalized world. Therefore, there is a need for remittances when you participate in global Roscas. So now, what is Unity Ledger representing? Well, we bring in an automated way through smart contracts to seamlessly allow people to join circles, get their payout automatically, and of course, build an on-chain reputation, which is something very important that Web3 is currently pushing at the moment. Now, why now? Well, it's a perfect storm. Number one, the remittance, global remittance are growing rapidly. Roscas account for much of the economy across different countries, especially in Africa. And of course, there's a blockchain boom that is currently happening. And looking at the pilot corridor that we're working with right now, which is South Africa and Zimbabwe, they are currently trading about $3.5 billion between the two countries. And of course, I've been part of some of these stock fells that are on WhatsApp. Now, the market opportunity is currently huge. 500 million people are currently in Roscas traditionally at the moment across different countries. And there's currently, in the corridor that we're working with, 100,000 migrants that are accounted for between South Africa and Zimbabwe. And these can trade up to $2,000 and $3,000 from what we've noticed per month. Our go-to-market strategy starts off with the Facebook Meta because most of our users lie on these WhatsApp groups as well as Facebook groups. We're aiming to target these ones so that we can have a distribution channel. We've already have our MVP on a couple of blockchains, but it's currently a very laggy MVP that we're trying out with these groups that we already have. Here's how you contact us through X. You can try our DApp, which is live on Lisk blockchain and Somnia blockchain, which is soon coming to StarkNet. And of course, you can join our Discord server or even email us on our Gmail account. Thank you so much. And now I'm open to any questions.
Fantastic. Great work on the presentation. I do have one question. So you mentioned you want to target users that are comfortable using WhatsApp. But these users may not be familiar to blockchain or understand blockchain. How do you plan to bridge that? How do you plan to bridge that gap? And what does like the onboarding flow look like for those specific groups?
Awesome. Thank you for that question, Robert. Number one, in terms of the pilot, we're planning to target these users because we're currently running off-chain Roscas at the moment in these WhatsApp and Facebook groups. So we have already built some reputation off-chain for our tryout, and we're planning to introduce this application to them. They don't have to interact with blockchain at all. It'll be a simple login with their email address or even their WhatsApp or Facebook account so that they can seamlessly onboard. They don't even need to see their wallet. It'll be automatically generated in the background. But for our first MVP that we've launched, now it's currently a wallet connect. We're just doing this just to see whether people can actually interact with the smart contract and if we can actually automatically do what it's supposed to do. And then, I hope that answers the question.
Thank you.
We have 1 more minute to question. Leon and Dylan, if you have any.
Yeah, sure. So what would actually tell you that this works? What kind of metric would you say, yes, this is something that makes me think that this is going to work and allows you to push forward a little bit further?
The current metrics that we tracking on our MVP. Number one, how many pools are being created. So we have a stats page that shows us, or a data page that shows us, what are people creating these pools or rosters for. So it could be for investment, it could be for school fees, it could be for groceries. So we're tracking the use case for those so that we can do an inception on that. Number two, we're also tracking total value locked on the platform. How much are people contributing and how much are they contributing per circle? And lastly, we're tracking the payout. Are the smart contracts actually paying out on time according to the cycle that they're going through? So to summarize, it's basically the TVL as well as the payout time and payout accuracy.
Awesome. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you,
This was awesome.
Magnanimous.
Thank you so much, guys.
The next team coming up is Santicket, and the founder is Sergio.
Let's go. So first, hello everyone. Today we are discussing the concept of instant smart ticketing. I am Sergio, ex-blockchain engineer at Secutix, one of the biggest ticketing actors, and the founder of Santicket. Our goal today is to make ticketing safer and boost revenue being smarter. The global ticketing market is valued at $82 billion, with an annual growth rate of almost 4%. In contrast, cultural and local events representing over 2 billion, growing at a faster rate of 6%. We can see a significant market opportunity. By 2029, the global ticketing market is expected to reach 101 billion. This data highlights the potential for investment and innovation in the cultural and local event sector. Let's address key challenges in the ticketing industry. Up to 20% of tickets are fake, representing a 3 billion black market. Intermediaries abusing with price and hiding fees, leading to non-competitive pricing, while organizers lose between 15 and 20% of revenue because ticketing is often used for only one thing, entry venues. Our one-stop shop and marketplace solution eliminates fake tickets and controls resale, offering fair pricing and higher revenue. Integrating StarNet unlocks new monetization features, allowing smart tickets to generate more than 20% extra revenue, setting a new industry standard. Why now? Easy. We see a boom explosion in events post-COVID, creating new opportunities in the market. There is a huge potential in the smaller cities, especially with new local festivals. However, we face challenges such as scalping and fraud ticketing, which need to be fixed. StarNet, offering real scalability, remains largely untapped, presenting a significant chance for innovation and growth, offering a first-mover advantage as its infrastructure can drastically cut costs thanks to StarNet distributed network. Skilled teams are missing. This is a unique moment to establish market leadership with StarNet. Let's discuss our go-to-market strategy. In step 1, we will leverage our foothold in flamenco by targeting cultural association and small medium event organizers in Andalusia, Spain. Moving on step 2, we are going to solve real problems, making events safer, easier, and profitable. Finally, in step 3, we will focus on scaling between organizers and artists, leading to bigger events and new sectors, then expand to new regions. And that's all. Thank you all for your attention during this presentation, and I want to express my gratitude to StarNet Foundation for the support and the opportunity to show this pitch. A special thanks to Sutun Chen, David Barreto, and Dylan Kugler for their guidance on this Basecamp. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask now. And don't forget to check out our website for more information and follow us on Instagram. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergio. Do you have any questions, Robert, Dylan, and Leon?
Yeah. So I'll start. What guardrails do you have that could limit the fraud and scalping that exists in normal ticket sales?
I would like to profit from the distributed network that the StarNet offers and use the privacy-friendly identification for the users. So when you want to send a ticket or sell it, you change the owner thanks to this identification that you never sent to the other person. So in this way, when you check the ticket, you know that the person is the real owner and not a fake ticket or anything else.
Cool.
From my end, I'm very interested on the revenue model. So you're targeting cultural associations with free to use, right? Could you walk me through like how you are planning to make money while keeping it affordable for like small flamenco association, and what percentage of events would need to pay to use paid features like this?
Attacking every association, and thanks to the distributed infrastructure, offering the lowest fees that we can. I think that could be possible when scalability problems are really solved.
Oh, that makes sense. Thank you.
We will have no more questions. We can jump on to the next team. Thank you, Sergio. The next team will be AlcancIA, and founders are Tori and Magni.
Okay, so AlcancIA is your powered AI Web3 savings agent on Telegram. 63% of adults in Mexico do not save because we have a lack of solid financial habits and access to easy-to-use tools. These result as informal and risky solutions for them. And between 18 and 37 years old, the people feel frustrated because we don't have this lack of savings instruments that offer returns and are easy to use. So what is AlcancIA? First, it helps you to create these saving strategies from Telegram using AI agent Don Jaimito. Second, set up personalized financial goals. And third, earn returns in dollars. Your funds in low risky default balls using stablecoins and optimal yield. So we have two options to use it. The first one is individual. We create saving goals with the agent to define the best strategy for you. And you start to depositing money, earning rewards, and receiving reminders to stay constant. Then in groups, you create a private group with friends, family, to reach the collective financial goals and gamify savings experience with rewards and consistency incentives. So in this way, the embedded finance have right now the market value up to $104.8 billion per year, and the annual growth is 23.3%. And the go-to-market that we are thinking about that is to grow belong the communities. In order to improve the early adoption, the feedback will be continuous and generate this organic recommendation among the users. Second, the communication channels like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. Those are the key social media platforms with educational, aspirational, and user generate, and we are able to target ad campaigns to attract and retain new users. And the third, the future strategic partners like Kappa, StarkNet, ChippyPay, and Nostra for the yields support us to reduce the cost, to simplify the on-off ramps, and improve infrastructure, and offer attractive incentives that drive retention and sustainable growth. So this is AlcancIA. I don't know if you had any question.
Yeah. So who is maybe we could just go into the flow a little bit. Like, who is the person that is saving, and what kind of moment actually triggers something? Is it from the user perspective? Is it when they get a payday? Is it when they get a remittances arrival? Is it when they have a goal in mind and a date in mind? What's the general flow action that causes the flow of the user to actually use the product?
Yeah, you interact in Instagram. You send a message for Don Jaimito. You ask to the agent, oh, please, Don Jaimito, please support me to create a piggy bank. No, so Don Jaimito interacts with the user and create that using those words. It's not necessary to have a background regarding blockchain or crypto. Support each user, and then the flow for the user will be asked to Don Jaimito to create a strategy for, that fit their income and something like that. And then Don Jaimito give you, advices in order to improve your saving skills and then to achieve the goals that you have. So probably I will ask Don Jaimito, I need to create some Peggy account because I need to plans to study MBAs, for example, and Don Jaimito asked me about my incomes, if I have any expenses or something like that, and he will build this strategy specific for me.
We still have like 30 seconds. We can have maybe another question.
Yeah.
Maybe I can ask one quickly. So it's like, so the AI kind of like determines personalized saving strategies, right? So what kind of like data does it use, and how do you ensure it gives the appropriate advice to users?
Yeah, because we create using all this information regarding financial and obviously the information that previously the user had put in the chat. The agent, according with all the information that we put into the agent, he creates this strategy specific regarding and considering. For example, we are building all the yields using stable coins. And for the strategy, for the yield, we're using Nostr. So this is the reason why we are able to generate some yields for the user, because we are not only have the financial advices, the user information, we have also the these tools, important tools for us in order to generate this yield. And I don't know if I hope to answer your question, but this is more or less like the function that we are using right now.
Thank you, Tori. Thank you for presenting. The next team up is CodeFi, and the founder is Nestor.
Perfect. Hello, everyone. I'm Nestor, and I'm the founder of CodeFi, driving open source innovation. Imagine you are a developer. You have an amazing idea for a new open source project. You start creating that. 2 weeks later, you need to stop. Why? Maybe you have a family or you have a life. You need money to continue that, and you don't have that money. So there is a lack of funding for open source projects. Also, there is a lack of sustainability. Why? Because your amazing idea is not a real project to use by everyone. So that is a big problem. With CodeFi, we want to solve that, creating a crowdfunding platform where anyone can invest in open source projects, creating a long-term innovation. How? Imagine you're an investor, so invest in any open source project in token, as we call code coins. If you are a developer, tokenize your work and receive a share of all the profit for every transaction in the platform. Of course, you need to work in a long term. And finally, you build your reputation. Imagine this project like the Sora platform on Base, in this context, of course, in standard and designed for you as an open source contributor. Create your project, create the token, check the details, buy, sell, and more. Why now? Because right now we have the technology. Thanks to Starnet, it's not just the smart contract. We can connect with Ethereum and Bitcoin ecosystem and bring these users and developers to the new platform. And thanks to smart contract, we can verify all the work in this open source project. It's an opportunity? Yes. Right now, it's over $8 trillion opportunity. According to Harvard, right now, for every dollar invested in an open source project, generates 2,000 in value for companies. That's why large companies are investing in open source. Why us? We know we have some competitors, VC funds, Launchpad in Web3. What's the difference? You are not creating just a token for speculation. You are tokenizing your work, a long-term work. And developers get profit for this long-term success and building this reputation. And the liquidity, we are going to use the centralized platform on Starnet, not reinventing the wheel. This is our go-to-market strategy. We are working in the technical part, building the project, and at the same time, creating the brand development, building the community. We need this community open source, creating some strategic partnership, marketing, incentive programs, and a continuous improvement. Who is this guy? I'm Nestor Campos. I'm a founder and a builder with over 15 years of experience in other technologies, AI, Web3, other protocols, but I have the experience to solve big problems. That's why I'm the guy to build this project. So join me in the future of open source funding. Thank you.
Thank you, Nestor.
I have a quick question. How will the liquidity, where will the liquidity for the tokens come from once your work is tokenized? Because
Yes.
I mentioned in one of the slides that the value of the token will come on trading it, right? So how are you planning to generate that initial liquidity?
Yeah, the idea I'm thinking like pub.fund in that model, where at the same in the platform you buy and sell, that the same generate the liquidity there. After that, after a limit, the liquidity goes to another decentralized exchange. The idea, and with that, you can trade in any context. At first, the first investor or traders, they are contributing with the liquidity to this token or code coin, as I call it.
Okay, interesting thought process.
Maybe one question from me. How do you plan to compete with projects like Gitcoin? What makes CodeFi different? What's the unique about it?
Yes, yes, they are big projects. I'm taking that's the difference. I'm taking the Sora platform model to bring in this ecosystem. I tried, even for example, I created a proof of concept in Base. I used the same Sora protocol to create this project. I built it works. So right now, what's the difference? In the future, that is integrating AI. Why? Maybe I'm creating the project, an amazing project, but to get revenue, I'm creating a small feature, a new hello world function. That is not to get a profit. So the idea is integrating AI to verify the real work in the project, not creating new files in the open source project which don't work. That's the idea in the next version.
Cool. Thank you, Nestor.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Can you unshare your screen? Okay, perfect. So the next team coming up is Streamfi, and the founder is David.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for this opportunity, StarkNet, to be able to pitch this product. So, Streamfi. So imagine you do a stream and you get paid $100, and eventually what gets to you is $50 because of revenue gets cut from platform fees, and it takes a lot of time to get to you. This is the problem that native streamers face on Web2 platforms, and that is what we want to fix at Streamfi. We want to cut the revenue, we want to destroy the revenue cut, slow payments by using crypto decentralized finance for very quick payments. And streamers don't own their content, because any platform like Twitch can demonetize your content or take down your content, and they can come up with policies out of the blue and nobody really knows why or can explain why. So we want to start with two solutions for our MVP: live streaming and instant crypto tipping, which is putting the streamer first. So we have live streaming for streamers, just like your native streaming with your OBS studio, and you can manage your stream on our platform. Then when you get tipped on your live stream, tip to the receiver, which is the streamer. And this keeps things fast, simple, and creator first. No complexity like connecting your wallet and all of that, because we're using emails and all the other blockchain interactions are done under the hood. Now, our market research, we realized that we are positioned at the intersection of three massive, fast-growing markets. Global streaming market is at 7.6 billion and growing at 25% annually. And the creator economy is over 100 billion with 50 million creators worldwide. And the Web3 ecosystem is 2.25 billion, growing at 49% yearly. And the fact that we are saying we are offering 0% fees and instant payments and the fact that creators can own their content is exactly what the market needs right now. And that's what we're giving to them. Our competitive advantage over Twitch, streamer, Kick is we're doing 0% on platform fees. Streamer is a Web3 platform, but they are focused on professional events, and Streamer is a data protocol. So we are looking at streamers and we're trying to make it easier, faster for them to take out their money. Our target audience are gamers, crypto creators, and community builders. Now, we are building a working prototype, and we've already talked to some streamers that want to test out our beta version. Designs are ready, and we are currently building the MVP. In the future, we plan to implement memberships through NFTs, pay-per-view, on-chain metrics, and DAO governance so that users get to make decisions on our platform about how the platform is going to run. Then, how do we plan to make money off this? So firstly, we want to look at creating premium tools, analytics, and dashboard options for users that want to get to use our premium. And then for high earning users over $100 per month, we're going to be taking 2 to 3%, which is better than the 10 to 50% that is taken off YouTube, Twitch, and all those other streaming platforms.
Hey,
Then
David.
we plan to implement.
Hey, David,
Yeah.
3 minutes is up. So we have to move on to
Okay.
the QA session. Do you have any questions, Dylan,
Yeah.
Robert, or Leon?
Yeah, I'll start. What niche are you actually serving first in the creator side? And what matters the most to these particular creators in that particular niche? Is it gaming?
Yeah, it's gaming. And we took some data from gamers that currently earn on Twitch, and almost all of them complained about how much platform fees affect their income and how much time it takes to get out the money.
I have a different question. So, with true decentralization and creator ownership, how do you handle like harmful or illegal content? Do you have any certain moderation strategy that balances decentralization and kind of like with being compliant with legal?
Yeah, so we had a thought process behind that. Now, most of this content that people create, some people create some insane content, and what we have in mind to use to mitigate those illegal content is by having people vote.
Looks like we lost you a little bit, David. Okay. Let's give it 10 more seconds. We're back, David.
Oh, I was kicked.
Yeah, you broke up a little bit. So we'll finish up this question. We'll move on to the next one. If you want to yeah.
Okay. But can you hear me now?
It's breaking up. Do you want to just throw it into the chat if that's easier?
Okay, I will type it into the chat then.
Yeah. Sounds good. Cool. So in that, we'll move on to the next one. Sorry, Tutung, I'm taking your role. StarkDice.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, StarkDice. Few laps, your turn.
Okay, cool. So my name is Felix Sawere. I'm the founder of StarkZuri, and today I'll be talking about StarkDice, a multiplayer Ludo on StarkNet. So growing up, I loved playing Ludo with friends, but when I tried playing some digital versions, I ran into some frustrations whereby the dice often felt rigged, games were filled with advertisements after hours of playing, and I had nothing to show for it, no ownership, no reward. So for my solution, I decided to come with a multiplayer Ludo game on StarkNet, which is StarkDice, which probably some randomness whereby players own assets as NFTs. There is a wallet-based access and token rewards. So this is a Ludo experience that it's not only fun, but also trustworthy and rewarding. So currently, blockchain gaming is projected to hit 65 billion by 2027, whereby Ludo already has more than 500 million players globally. So it's easy to onboard casual gamers. And with StarkNet still early, there's a huge opportunity to launch one of the first actually familiar games in the ecosystem. So market opportunity, we do have a total addressable market of, we have a service addressable market of 50 million, service obtainable market of 1 million, early Web3 game developers, and then we have total addressable market of 500 million Ludo players globally. So the product is just a multiplayer Ludo, which is built with Cairo on StarkNet, and it includes on-chain dice rolls, NFT assets, token incentives, and mobile-friendly onboarding. So later on, we'll expand into tournaments, leaderboards, and cross-game NFTs to grow engagements and community. So our business model, basically, we are gonna make money through in-game NFT sales like boards, the dice, skins, and badges, as well as tournament entry fees and small transaction fees. In the long term, we might also explore branded collaboration with Web3 communities. So currently, we do have a prototype which have been tested within the team. And I've also been able to showcase my work into some hackathons and also received strong community feedback. So my strategy is basically starts with the StarkNet and the African Web3 community, whereby we'll acquire users through referral rewards and partnerships into Web3 clubs and social virality. Then we also have our competitive analysis, whereby you can see the features. We are trying to compare centralized Ludo apps, complex blockchain games, and my application StarkDice as a whole. So,
Hey, Felix, I'm gonna stop you there.
okay.
Let's jump into the QA.
Well, I have a fairly simple question, but it's very complex by itself. Why on-chain and not a Web2 game?
Okay. The reason why we are moving on-chain is because, first of all, we are trying to target the blockchain gaming, which is projected to hit a value of $65 billion by the year 2027. And then also, we're trying to eradicate the issue of not being able to stand out for what you do while playing the game by providing the tokenization of NFTs, and also being able to kind of earn from playing, which will be more addictive.
Okay, thank you.
Any small events or tournaments that you're going to run to get people playing? And then is there anything that you can use for that purpose to judge the success of those tournaments?
Okay. In the near future, when developing the product, we're gonna be using leaderboards and dashboards to be able to judge on the analysis of the interactions.
Cool. Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Felix. So the next team is Sirius Finance, and the founder is Utkas.
Hello again. I'm starting to present my own project, Sirius Finance. First of all, we have three main problems. I cannot explain all of these because I have just 3 minutes for little words. First problem is that StarkNet needs a great portfolio tracking, portfolio manager tool, because there are many unverified tokens, and because of that, because of the unverified tokens, you cannot see your truly values of your portfolio. And because of that, we are developing it. And the second problem is that the high yield opportunities or the campaigns or the other things like Starktember or Starknet campaigns are showing in the Twitter or the other social media platforms, but the user have to follow all these platforms in the same time. But we are providing opportunity visibility section. Because of that, you can check all of the high APR opportunities or any Twitter campaigns or any other things. You can find all of these with just one click. And we are providing all of the applications with iframe because of the more accessibility. And the third problem is that discovering a decentralized applications or the other things is really complex for just not just for Starknet, but it's not easy to find all of the application in ecosystem side. And in the Sirius Finance, you can just find all of the application in one screen, and you can switch all of these with iframe and easily, like using mobile phone. I will show you a little use cases with recording screen here. For example, the first video at the left corner, you can see the portfolio values in here. You can check your time zone. You will see your chart for balance changing, and you can check all of the transaction histories like that. And the other section is opportunity visibility. It's just an MVP form. You can see all of the new applications in here, and you can see the best APR opportunities in there. And when you click the best APR things in here, I think you can see my mouse. When you click that here, you will see the EcoBoss own page to make your activities, and the other video showing that how can you use applications with iframe easily. For example, first Auno, you just click it and it's opening like opening Instagram with your mobile phone, and you can close it easily. You can pin it for accessing in every page. You can switch applications really easily, like this one. You open the Fibers and you can use Fibers easily again. I'm going faster. Early traction is actually showing that how we are planning to go to market strategy. We are also in closed betas for now, and we have more than 400 users. Most of them are coming from the Starknet native community members, and we have more than 60 great feedbacks, and we are developing up to them. And business models are revenue streams are coming from API access. We are indexing our own indexers because Starknet really needs that. And the other one, swap and bridge fees, it's going to be small fees, but it's going to be our revenue streams again. We are planning the Sirius Pro model, but it's for the future. We will make it live after, for example, 20K users. And inside sales, it's B2B sales we are planning because we will index our own indexer, and we will use it for getting incomes or something. Partner that
Hey,
we will
you
share.
just,
And
I need to stop you here. 3 minutes.
okay.
Have any questions,
Sorry
Steven,
for
Raul,
that.
or Jan? No problem.
No, that's perfect. Thank you so much. This was really cool. Do you have any near-term proof or anything that you've been able to discover that shows that this actually can be Starknet's DeFi home? I'm thinking, is there any kind of repeat actions or integrations or retention that you've been able to measure that can show that this actually is like the home for Starknet DeFi?
Actually, we don't have any collaboration or something like that for now, but we are making some partnerships, and we are actually working for all of the ecosystem. We will be providing all of the decentralized application that our mates present today. We will provide all of the application, and we will work for Starknet. We will work for the other guys' projects too. And actually, I couldn't say, but we were developing a meme and NFT panel too at the same time. And we are planning to go to market like that. I don't know. Could I explain to your question, but
Perfect. Thank you.
I appreciate it. So I'm stopping share.
I'll go for question number 2 then. Is there any kind of friction that early users have hit that you've noticed, and any things that you're planning to fix along that side too? All right. I think we lost Ukas. Okay. Okay, I think that's it for the presentations. I think for now we'll reconvene as judges, and we'll come back in a couple minutes. But I just want to say, like, everyone here, that was excellent work across the board. Honestly, it's not an easy thing to do. It's not easy to share your ideas publicly and open yourself up to feedback. So congrats, everyone should be happy with that. I will say that the early momentum that you build, it's always going to be messy. It is supposed to be messy, and progress always takes time, and it matters a lot more than specific polish. So we're going to reconvene. We'll be back in a couple minutes, and we'll announce the placings for this. Okay, we're back, and I want to first of all we're excited to announce all the winners. In third place, we actually have a tie. So congrats to two people in third place. They both had the same score, AlcancIA and Sirius Finance. So congrats to you two. In second place, we have SendPay. And in first place, congratulations to Unity Ledger. I just want to say winning, it's good. It's good. It feels good. It should feel good. But it really is just the beginning. And what matters the most, whether you won, whether you didn't win, is what you do from here. It's how you keep refining your project, how you validate, how you continue to build. It's a never-ending process. So for everyone who joined, for everyone in Founder Basecamp, everyone who pitched, everyone who third place, second place, first place, it doesn't matter. The work that you put into this month, that's what really matters. Every interview, every conversation, every tough question that you've answered helps you get one step closer to something real. So thanks again for being part of Founder Basecamp. We're excited to see where you take your ideas next. And hopefully expect to see many of you continue to grow within the StarkNet ecosystem. Unity, Ledger, congrats. Do you want to come up with a quick 1 minute thing on where to find you and what next steps?
Oh yeah, thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. This is actually just further validation to keep building for us. I think we tried to apply to the grant program before, but I think this program really helped us to redefine so that we can go further. So I really thank you, Basecamp team, for helping us get to this point. Thank you so much, guys.
Perfect. Well, that's it from me. Thank you, everyone. This is, again, just the beginning. We're grateful for all of you to be here, learning with us learning from you. And again, step number one, what matters is what comes next. And hope to see many of you in the hackathon coming up soon.